Hello YouTube! Today at Monstrum Tactical, we're going to show you how to replace your standard AR-15 handguards with the free float quad rail. Free float style handguards can increase accuracy by removing sling tension from the barrel, and quad rails in particular provide a sturdy platform for mounting all types of lights, optics, grips, and other accessories. For today's build, we're going to need a few special items, so make sure you have all the parts and tools on hand before disassembling your rifle. Check out our video on free float installation tools to see what I mean. Let's get started. Before working on any firearm, always first check to make sure it's unloaded and safe to handle. Using the handguard removal tool, compress the spring on the delta ring and remove the handguards. Pop out the takedown pins, then separate the upper and lower receivers. Next, slide out the bolt carrier group and remove it from the upper receiver along with the charging handle. Close the dust cover and fit the upper receiver into the vise block. Clamp the vise block and upper receiver securely into the vise. Next, using the notch on the side of the armorer's wrench, unscrew the flash hider and remove the crush washer from the barrel. Now that we've got the flash hider off the barrel, we need to remove the front sight gas block assembly. We're going to be using a punch and hammer on this step, so make sure you've got your safety glasses on first. On most rifles, you'll take out the pins from the left side, so we need to put the front sight where it says pins out, and then align the pins with the holes in the bench block. Next, tap out the gas tube roll pin with the number 2 roll pin punch. Use the 1/8 inch punch to drive out the 2 taper pins at the bottom of the front sight. If the pins are difficult to remove, sometimes it helps to spray penetrating oil or apply low heat to loosen them. If the front sight is difficult to remove, lightly tap on it with a soft-faced mallet. Slide off the front sight along with the handguard retainer and gas tube. Next, we need to install the gas tube into the new low-profile gas block with the new roll pin. We'll be using the same tools that we used to remove the gas tube. We need to install it so that the large hole in the tube faces downward and lines up with the barrel gas port. Putting a piece of tape on the gas tube can help with alignment. Here's a close-up shot of how the gas tube should be installed into the gas block. Align the through hole in the gas block with the hole in the gas tube, and use the number 2 roll pin holder to start the roll pin. Then use the roll pin punch to drive it flush with the gas block. With our upper receiver back in the vise, use your barrel tool or armorer's wrench to remove the original barrel nut delta ring assembly. Remove the anti-rotation screw on the bottom of your new handguard, then unscrew the barrel nut. Apply a thin layer of high-quality lithium moly grease to the inside threads of the barrel nut, and install it over the barrel so that the lock ring faces toward the upper receiver. Hand tighten the barrel nut. Set your torque wrench to 30 foot-pounds and tighten the barrel using your armorer's wrench. Remove the torque wrench and loosen the barrel nut. Retorque to 30 foot-pounds, then remove the torque wrench and loosen again. Torque to 30 foot-pounds one more time and inspect the alignment between the barrel nut hole and the gas tube hole in the upper receiver. Without exceeding 80 foot-pounds, tighten the barrel nut until the gas tube hole in the upper receiver and the hole in the barrel nut align perfectly. Apply blue thread locker onto the gas block set screws and slide the gas block assembly onto the barrel. Tighten the set screws on the gas block securely. Next, loosen the lock ring and carefully thread the handguard onto the barrel nut for a couple turns. Apply blue thread locker onto the barrel nut threads and screw on the handguard. Adjust the lock ring and handguard until the top rail marked T is almost aligned with the rail on the upper receiver. Then use a strap wrench and carefully tighten the handguard until snug. Now take care not to over-tighten here. If too much torque is applied, it can misalign the barrel nut underneath. Take a reading with your level across the top of the upper receiver and compare it with the level of the quad rail. Adjust the quad rail rotation until it matches the level of the upper receiver. Reinstall the flash hider with the new crush washer and align it so that the venting ports face upward. Apply blue thread locker onto the anti-rotation screw on the bottom of the handguard and tighten until snug. Reinstall the charging handle and bolt carrier group, making sure the bolt is in its full forward position. Finally, reassemble the upper and lower receivers. And that's all there is to it. We hope you enjoyed this video. Visit us online at monstrumtactical.com and be sure to leave us a comment below.